Chapter 62. Jen. It's the worst time of year when it's dark at about 4 o'clock and you barely see any blue in the sky. It's the taper end of the daylight when I pull up outside Michael's house and with none of the usual emotions I usually feel. He doesn't really mean it. He maybe just realised how close April was and that we might need more time than he anticipated to plan the wedding. That's all. I haven't mentioned this to Katie, as she designed the invites, which we're meant to be sending out imminently. I haven't messaged Dina and Claire either, because they were already suspicious of the HR policy being a questionable motive for a proposal. Please, Michael, just put this right, and then we can go ahead with everything just like we planned. Don't screw this up now. Taking a deep breath, I leave the car and walk up to the front door. I hesitate for a moment. Should I knock? It doesn't matter because Michael opens the door. His eyes soften when he sees me. I want to put my arms around his neck and just forget the conversation ever happened. He's finally broken his no school night socializing rule, and he smells so good. No, I need to be firm and strong. I step inside the hallway and unwrap my scarf, my back to him. I'm avoiding looking at him. His hands touch my shoulders and lightly shrug the coat off, and just his proximity is making my heartbeat quicken. Like a reflex, I twist around, and I didn't plan to, but my mouth meets his. It only takes a moment for him to respond, pulling me closer, and I'm savouring his musky scent and the dark, delicious privacy of being alone in his house. I've missed you, he murmurs. I say, and then my brain starts to refocus. You like me being here when you get in from school, hey? It makes coming home a lot more exciting, he says, kissing a trail from my ear to my mouth. I move slightly to keep my mouth free. So why do you want to change the date of the wedding? He freezes, then pulls back, looking at me. I didn't think you liked the date, he hedges. Well, given that it's on all the invitations, it was more a question of not making my sister's work a waste of time, I say pointedly. We could put stickers on them, Michael says. The new date over the top of the old one, just like I did with the... He breaks off suddenly. I frown at him. Like you did with what? Never mind, he says. I don't mind doing it. What do you want to change the date to? Just move it a few days, that's all. Just a few days? I repeat in confusion. I feel a spark of relief that he isn't wanting to postpone it by several months. So it isn't that you think we need more time? No, he says, loosening his collar. It seems like a shameless tactic to distract me. I need to focus on being mad at him. Then what's the point? I ask in frustration. I'd like to explain, he says, but can we at least go and sit down? Shall I make some tea? It's a question that doesn't require a response. He heads off to the kitchen, leaving me to take off my shoes and arrange my bag neatly against the wall. He has a small table for mail. I pick up a large manila envelope that is blank, with no address. Maybe he's sending it to someone. As I turn it over to see if it's sealed, a sheet of paper falls partway out of the envelope. I see the words prenuptial agreement, like they're branded onto my eyes. Michael, I say. Is this why he wants to change the date? So he's got time to safeguard his material possessions from me? Yes. He appears in the kitchen doorway and then sees what I'm holding. He gulps. My dad gave me that. Do you want me to list all my worldly goods for you? I can't keep the snarl from my voice. Worried I'm going to turf you out of your house? He's a lawyer, Michael begins. Do you trust me? I interrupt. Yes, you know I do, he answers. Did you not think I would find this insulting? I brandished the envelope. I wasn't planning on saying anything. What, you were going to do it behind my back? I don't care if what I'm saying is irrational now. Surely you can't do that without me signing anyway. I mean, I wasn't going to bother with it, he says, impatiently. I don't want you to be reminding me of all the things that are yours, I continue. Aren't we meant to be looking over our vows? All that I have I give to you, and all that I have I share with you. I'm not saying I disagree with that, Michael says. Look, can you just for once think the best of me? Why do you think I'm trying to make you suffer? I just need to know that you're 100% committed to me, I say. You saying, let's change the date, and having a prenup in your hallway isn't filling me with confidence. I'm not changing my mind about marrying you, Michael says fiercely. Then why do you want to change the date? I stare at him and watch as his face struggles for a moment. I made a mistake, he says finally. My stomach plunges. What, you didn't mean to get down on one knee and propose with strings playing in the background? No, I mean about the date. What do you mean? You were right. I shouldn't have booked it without asking you first. He looks genuinely miserable. I let out the breath I've subconsciously been holding. I know I was angry with you, I say, stepping towards him again, but it's all worked out for the best. We sorted a venue, I got a dress, and I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to April the 12th. I place my arms around his neck, hoping to recapture the romance of 5 minutes ago. I tilt my face upwards. His mouth is fixed in a grimace, and he looks lost for words. Really? He says at last. I just wanted to give you the choice to change it. I'm happy, I say, then press my lips to his. It takes a few seconds, but soon he responds, and his arms move around my waist. 87 days and counting.